Could one of your favorite alternative Android phones soon vanish from the US market? That's a very real possibility, and it carries far more serious implications for smartphone buyers than you might think. We're talking about OnePlus, a brand that, despite its ups and downs in the US, consistently offers cutting-edge hardware and competitive pricing, making their phones formidable rivals to Samsung and Google. But now, 2 US lawmakers are reportedly urging the Commerce Department to investigate whether OnePlus phones are sending sensitive user data, including screenshots, straight to China. Now, before you panic, the politicians haven't actually provided any concrete evidence for these claims. Plus, this request might not even lead to an investigation, and an investigation doesn't automatically mean a ban. OnePlus could simply make some changes if they found any issues. But here's the unsettling part. Recent history suggests the US government might crack down on OnePlus even if the company follows every rule. Just look at TikTok. The Biden administration tightened its grip on the short video platform despite TikTok striking a deal with Oracle in 2022 to keep US user data stateside. Former President Trump has also repeatedly extended the deadline for TikTok to be sold or face an outright ban. So, it's not a huge leap to imagine a OnePlus sales ban, even if they aren't mishandling your data. And honestly, that would be terrible news for all of us. OnePlus doesn't dominate the US market, but they are one of the few high-quality alternatives we have. A ban would seriously limit your choices. In fact, you could argue OnePlus is the only smartphone maker in the US actively pushing the boundaries of battery and charging technologies. Consider their $900 OnePlus 13. This phone packs a massive 6,000 mAh silicon carbon battery with 80-watt wired charging and 50-watt wireless charging. Compare that to the $1,300 Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, which offers a 5,000 mAh battery, 45-watt wired, and a mere 15-watt wireless charging. A combo Samsung has used since the S22 Ultra back in 2022. If you want a phone that lasts forever and recharges in a flash, OnePlus really is one of the few brands innovating in that space almost every single year. We even called the OnePlus 13 one of the best phones of 2025, praising its incredible camera zoom and simplified software. So, a sales ban really would deprive US consumers of access to genuinely great high-end phones. And that's not even the most worrying part. What if it doesn't stop at OnePlus? An unwarranted ban on them could easily lead to a ban on the few other Chinese manufacturers operating in the US. I can't help but wonder if Motorola could be next, especially once US politicians realize the Chinese brand Lenovo actually owns them. A Motorola sales ban would have even worse ramifications for the US smartphone market than a OnePlus ban. Motorola phones are the backbone of the budget segment, much like Samsung's Galaxy A series. Motorola actually accounts for 10% of the US market, ranking third behind Apple and Samsung, and you find their phones everywhere, from major carriers to retailers. Beyond Motorola, TCL also holds a strong presence in the prepaid space, with phones sold by T-Mobile, Verizon, and Walmart. A broader crackdown that includes TCL could further devastate the budget phone segment. Imagine a scenario where US consumers only have Samsung as a reputable budget player. While Samsung's cheap Galaxy A phones aren't bad now, I still have painful memories of their low-end devices from the early 2010s. I would strongly argue Samsung's affordable phones only got better because of fierce competition from brands like Motorola, Xiaomi, and Huawei. Now, we might be jumping the gun here. This investigation might lead nowhere, and you may still buy future OnePlus phones in the US. But if I were a OnePlus executive, even the talk of a possible investigation would make me incredibly nervous about operating in the US, especially against the backdrop of US-China tensions. Either way, losing such an innovative brand would truly be a shame for us, the consumers. What do you think about these developments? Will we see more brands pushed out of the US market? And how would that impact your next phone purchase? Let us know your thoughts, and be sure to subscribe for more insights into the ever-evolving world of tech.